Yes, hello sports fans, hello YouTube, FlipLife67 here. So I'm just gonna do a quick video on my so-called card collection, which I just started maybe, or got back into baseball cards and stuff. So let's talk about it. So to start off, the story on how I got back into baseball cards. I was playing MLB The Show, one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 4. Well, the only reason why I got a PlayStation 4 is MLB The Show 20. I'm not on what you call a diamond, whatever they call that online thing. I don't really play online. I just play franchises. That's what got me to play baseball, because baseball is my favorite sport. So since baseball is my favorite sport, got to be MLB The Show. Because if not, man, I would have bought me an Xbox. Instead of buying an Xbox, I got a PlayStation. Considering, since Sony San Diego has the rights to the baseball game, so that's why I went with MLB The Show. So MLB The Show in general is why part of the reason why I'm still paying attention to baseball in general. Anyways, MLB The Show. And to start off, like I said, to get back into baseball cards in general, I was playing, MLB Show one night or early in the morning. It was like maybe 1, 2 a.m. And, I was just bored. I was playing the show and I was watching a video on YouTube. And then I saw this YouTuber, I guess his name is, I think it's Jabs Family. I think his name's Eric Jabs or something. He's a YouTuber. He does Patreon and stuff like that. What he does on his YouTube channels is bust boxes and people, what you call a box break in general, right? So he does these box breaks. So I was just watching his video. So what he was busting was a 2011 Topps update, 2011 Topps update baseball, which is Mike Trout rookie card, which everybody was chasing this card right here, the Mike Trout right here. Now, me personally, I didn't have a Mike Trout card, to be honest. I mean, I know he's probably considered one of the greatest players so far, but I didn't have one of these at the time. So I was watching the video. I was like, hey, they're chasing this Mike Trout guy. I was like, I mean, I know who Mike Trout is, but I just wanted to say that I thought that was interesting. But people bust, he was busting on box, and plus to his excitement really helped. Because like I said, I was reading before some books and stuff, or self-help books, and I was reading a book called Enthusiasm Makes a Difference. And when you watch Eric Jab videos, or the Jab family videos of him doing box breaks, packs breaks, people, buying into the bids and stuff, and watching that video, it was just enthusiastic, because to pull this card, like I said, to pull a Mike Trout card, and it's exciting. And not only that, too, in the box, it wasn't just one Mike Trout card. It wasn't just the base Mike Trout card. It was also a golden Mike Trout card, which I should probably put a link to the video to check out that YouTube video. But that's inspired me to get back into baseball cards. So when I was like playing MLB The Show and I was just watching, I was like thinking, dude, this card's worth that much. How much does this box cost? And just to see the comments, people talking while he was talking, opening the packs, and people are talking about how the Diamond Anniversary version, or I think it's Kodak, whatever it was called. Anyways, seeing people talk about throwing the card, and to know that card is so worth a lot now is like crazy. It's freaking crazy to think about it. So I was like, wow. So anyways, that's pretty much my adventure. Just to watch his enthusiasm in cards, and that got me back into it. I was like, wow, okay, it's time for me to start busting packs. So chase this card. Because like I said, me personally, when I first started, when I was young, busting packs, story that probably 88, 89, Don Ross and stuff. Bought some other packs besides baseball, but favorite sport is baseball. I stopped watching football, because for me personally, when you start watching sports in general, it kind of helped, to pick up some cards and figure out who the guys are. So yeah. So I was gonna go quick over my collection. So that was the Mike Trout. And the second card, I got low graded mint, but it's also that 2011 Topps update is right here. Paul Goldschmidt. I wish this was a 9, but I bought an 8. Especially on eBay, especially here where I live in Hawaii, and let's be honest, there's only 3 sports card shops in Hawaii, or actually, I'm sorry, the island of Oahu. There's 3 sports card shops. I got 2 sports card shops where I live, so I'm pretty close to a sports card shop, and the other sports card shop is far away in town. But I got 2 sports card shops. I got one sports card shop's probably like a 3-minute walk, and the other one's like a 10-minute walk. So that's the 2 sports card shops in my area. So I bought that card. And like I said, I bought a lot of these cards on eBay, because my local sports card shop, they have basically, current players, especially to locally born, especially here in Hawaii. A lot of people buy, here if they're baseball fans in general, they're like, Los Angeles Dodgers, San Francisco Giants, and, Yankees fans and stuff. But, depending on who you chase in general. For me personally, I do root for the New York Yankees. I'm not really a West Coast homer, even though I was born and raised in Hawaii and everything. So, going with that. So the other card I got here was a Carlos Correa. These, like I said, these graded cards. Because for me personally, growing up, I'm like, I would be thinking of, what is a PSA? Look at a card like, what is a PSA, man? You know, Topps 2015 Carlos Correa update card. This is the updated set. And then obviously chasing this guy right here that helped the Washington Nationals win their first World Series, aka Montreal Expos. But right here, the Juan Soto, which was chased on eBay. You know, that Topps 2018. I'm sorry, yeah, the Topps 2018 Chrome update. Everybody's chasing right here, the Juan Soto. You know, considering that he was in the base, he was actually in the updated sets. Which is kind of surprised when I started busting those updates. And before I started busting those updates, the base, I was like, wait, where are these cards? Wait, this guy's not here. Wait, this guy right here, Juan Soto. This is a 9 chasing the Juan Soto. And then obviously one of these guys, when I was collecting, or I was trying to collect back in 2015, one of these guys I was chasing right here was Kris Bryant. Now this is a regular basic Topps. It's a 9. Yeah, a lot of these cards I got were a 9. I don't know, buying an OEB for 9. So I don't know if I got fair value for it, but hey, chasing it, especially Kris Bryant, you know, after, especially to thinking of this season, of this past baseball season or current baseball season that just finished with the Washington Nationals, that winning the World Series and everything. I was thinking to stuff like guys like Kris Bryant, you know, big 6'5" guys, and I was thinking of dude couldn't hit 50 home runs. I was like, wait, guy named Peter Alonso hit 50, what was it, 53 home runs and stuff. I mean, I know we can talk about Aaron Judge, but think about Aaron Judge is this big 6'7" guy, okay, hitting 50 plus home runs. So you figure if you're at least 6'5" or something, 6'4", 6'5", I was thinking of you should hit, you know, a lot of home runs, especially to, you know, growing up at that times like 80s and 90s watching baseball. You know, guys like Jose Canseco, Mark McGwire. I mean, see some big ass dudes, and you know, you think to yourself, come to find out they took steroids. You're like, you're kidding me. And then, you know, argument of Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds took steroids or not. Till this day, we don't know if he took steroids or not. I mean, his home run record will stand until he actually misses, tells the public, hey, I did steroids. So besides that, you know, what else did I pick up? These graded cards anyway. So a Noel Syndergaard. Oh, I'm sorry, Noel Syndergaard from the New York Mets. You know, this is a 9, rival team of the Yankees, but you know, Noel Syndergaard, good pitcher. I would like to get a Jacob deGrom, but like I said, to give your budget in general, right? So, well, another card here I pulled, a Mookie Betts 2014 Topps update. Mookie Betts. This guy hopefully might not get traded. Hopefully, to be honest, I would like him to stay in Boston. It was hard to understand why JD Martinez opted in. They're talking about trading this guy. I'll be honest, man. They should do what the New York Yankees did. Heck, say, you know, screw starting pitching and just go for build a bullpen, build an offense, build a nice bullpen. You know, that would help. But who knows? And this guy, current guy right here, Chris Paddock, which is probably one of these few cards I probably overpaid considering it's graded GMA here, graded 10. The idea that graded 10 card, right? See if it's greatly, you know, over exaggerated, but hey, it's a 10. Chris Paddock, hopefully he stays healthy, because pitchers in general, like I said, when you collect baseball cards, or depending on what you collect in general, now Chris Paddock had a good year at San Diego. I mean, for the Padres, and obviously should be a Fernando Tatis, but you know, got disgraded. And then, you know, chasing one of my favorite players in baseball, Bryce Harper. Now, yeah, I know a 7 is really low, but it's a Bryce Harper card, so you know, Bowman Chrome 2011 die cut, you know, Bryce Harper. And one of these other guys, the last guys on my PSA grade, Javier Baez. You know, I probably could have gotten this guy's card cheaper back then, back in 2015, when I should have been chasing cards back then in 2015, but I wasn't. Not until 2019 started busting, you know, Topps Chrome, because these Topps Chrome in general, they look pretty nice. Regular Topps, I don't know, but then I was thinking to myself this year in general, I kind of like the Panini Chronicles, even though it is Panini, and you know, they're not licensed, baseball cards wise, not licensed, so that kind of sucks. So, you know, chasing those cards, and I was like thinking, all right, it's not licensed. Are these cards worth busting? I mean, they look pretty nice, but not licensed, so that's kind of hard. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll get some other videos up, or figure out how to probably edit my videos and get an actual camera and some help so I can put up more videos, considering I'm not really too sure what I was doing on my YouTube channel in general, but we'll figure it out. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. We out of here, YouTube. We out.